Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, my father wants to reconnect with me after 20 years. My family gets mad at me when I refuse to talk to him. Update: my father wants to reconnect with me after 20 years. My family gets mad at me when I refuse to talk to him. My spoiled cousin's parents think that not buying their kid something expensive is rude. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My father wants to reconnect with me after 20 years. My family gets mad at me when I refuse to talk to him. All the names I'll use are not the real names of these people. Cast: me, M25, my sister Maria, F21, our mother Anna, F44, our father John, F45. For background, my parents met in their late teens and soon had me. 3 years later, they had my sister, Maria. When my sister was 1 year old and I was 3 years old, my parents got separated. They never got married, because my father cheated on my mom with a woman who's over 20 years older than him, from what I've been told, and they are still together now. Growing up, Mom never told me or my sister too much about John. I know that both his parents and his sister pretty much disowned him after he cheated on my mom, but they are irrelevant to this story. Anna never got full custody for us after that because she didn't know how. Back then she didn't know what full custody meant, but John still was sending Anna €200 a month for each of us until we became 18. I soon moved after turning 18 to live with a friend, and in 2021 moved to another country where I currently live. After that I only kept little contact with my mom and almost none with my sister. Fast forward to the 31st of August, so 3 days before this post is made, on my birthday, I get a call from an unknown number. I pick up and the following conversation followed. Me, hello? John, OP? Me, yes, who is this? John, it's me, John. Me, I'm sorry, but I don't think I know you. John, I'm your dad. Me, I'm sorry? John, how are you? Me, why did you call me? John, it's your birthday, right? Me, yes, it is. John, happy birthday, Opie. Me, again, why did you decide to call me now? Don't you have a new family? John, yes, I'm married now, but I have no other kids other than you and Maria. At this point I was in disbelief, so I ended the call. I couldn't understand why did he decide to call me after 20 years of no contact between us. He tried calling me again, but every time I ignored the call. The next day Mom called me. Me, hello? Anna, why did you hung up on John? Me, Mom, are you serious right now? Anna, yes, he changed now, he wants to have a son and daughter again. Me, I guess it's just a bit too late, don't you think? Anna, stop being dumb and go talk to your father. Me, no, you go talk to him if you want to. I have nothing to talk about with that piece of shit. After I said that, I hung up on her also. Both my mom, her side of the family, and also my sister have been blowing up my phone daily. I already blocked some of them. He hurt us badly and everyone decided to forgive him out of nowhere, for no apparent reason. I am not forgiving him. I'm thinking about cutting contact with the rest of my family if they keep defending him. A good father doesn't leave his children for 20 and then out of nowhere decides that he is entitled to having a relationship with them. I'll keep you all updated on this, but for now I'll be going no contact with them for a while. Maybe he needs a kidney donor? That was my immediate thought. No way, he doesn't deserve a second chance. I don't know what's your story with your mother and sister, but it seems like you already are LC/NC with them. So maybe continue that if they want to push this boundary. If you want contact with my sperm donor, be my guest. Just know you'll be choosing him over me. I'm not interested in him or anyone willing to excuse his abandonment of his kids. This is the last I'll say about it. I don't get how everyone defending him expects you to forgive and forget, just like that, when it seems no apology has been made in the, I assume, first contact he had with you in 20 years. If he deserves to have a second chance, it's up to you. As for why they're defending him, my guess is they've been in contact for a while now. Maybe they pushed him to get in contact with you, who knows what they told him if my theory is true. I suspect they smell money in the air. Maybe the older woman he cheated with was well off and left him everything. Update: my father wants to reconnect with me after 20 years. My family gets mad at me when I refuse to talk to him. To summarize it all up, my family disowned me. I personally couldn't be happier than now that I don't have to put up with their bullshit. 4 days ago, on the 3rd of September, I arranged a Zoom call with my mother and John. I was really nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I wanted an explanation. My current girlfriend decided that she wanted to be next to me during the call. She has been fully supportive of my decision to not forgive the piece of shit of a father that John is. The call happened on the 5th of September, 2 days ago. I started the call, texted my mom to join the call and to tell John to also enter. She quickly texted me back and in about 5 minutes she entered the call. Next to her was sitting my sister. The first thing my mother said left me speechless. She asked me, "Who's that Chinese next to you?" For context, my girlfriend is half Chinese and half Romanian. Also, my mother alongside of her side of the family are extremely racist. Then John entered. There he was. Almost like looking in a mirror. Same facial features, hair color, nose, everything. He said hi. I told him to tell me about what happened. He didn't waste any time telling a very made-up story about how my mother didn't give him any attention after my sister was born and that he was extremely depressed. I knew that John was a piece of shit, but cheating on his girlfriend and putting the blame on her because she took all her time caring for their newborn and their toddler is the most pathetic excuse I've heard in my life. I told him to cut the bullshit and then my mother had the audacity to defend this pathetic excuse of a father. My sister sat there quiet. I decided that it wasn't worth trying to get anything out of them, so I ended the call early. I just sat there and cried while my girlfriend was comforting me, telling me that I did nothing wrong. Neither my mother or anyone else tried to call me, but that night my mother sent me a long text message that I'll copy-paste here, translated into English. I want you to know that I don't want anything more to do with you. You've hurt us a lot and decided enough was enough. I have no longer a son. I told every one of our relatives about how rude you were to us and we all agreed to cut all contact with you since you clearly don't need us anymore. You alongside the Chinese can go to hell and I will make sure to have you cut out of the will. I wish you to burn in hell alongside your cousin. Goodbye. I couldn't believe what I just read. I decided that enough was enough and blocked all my family except for some cousins, aunts, and uncles. I will admit I was very sad, but I now feel like I did the right thing by cutting contact with all those toxic assholes. I still have been given no exact reason as to why John wanted to get in contact with me back, but I don't need any reason now. I learned the hard way that family is not about blood. It's about the ones who will be there for you at any time in your life and show you love when you need it the most. I will be taking a break from Reddit for now since I am planning to focus more on work and my life. Thank you to everyone for your support on the original post. Good for you. I wish you happiness and a boatload of love with your girlfriend. She chose you. You chose her. You are each other's family now, and that seems to be much better than what you have left behind. Think your mom expect you to come crawling back after a few months? You just do what you think is best for you, and since she decides to go and see, then that's on her. Yeah, threats of cutting out of the will is a tactic of trying to make you stay and be humiliated the way they want to. And if it has already come to that, then that money is already poisoned and using it will only bring great misfortune. The best way out is to build your own life well and good without their help and live it out as best as you can. If you manage to outgrow them financially by a huge margin, chances are they will be the ones who would come back crawling. Best of luck to Opie and everyone else who's going through something similar. Hey, friend, I've got some good news for you. Family getting mad when you refuse to talk to a toxic relative, be it your parents, siblings, or anyone in the family, is grounds for me to go dark on them permanently. My spoiled cousin's parents think that not buying their kids something expensive is rude. For starters, I 23F have a 12-year-old cousin Valerie, fake name, who is quite spoiled and a brat. She's the type of kid that started wearing lashes, makeup, wearing crop tops, getting nails, etc. at a young age. She's often used to expensive things since her parents, aka my aunt and uncle, are rich. A week ago her parents asked if I could look after her for 2 days since they had a business trip to go to. I didn't think much and just said sure. On the second day she asked if we could go to Sephora. I said yes since I thought she would get a lip gloss or something. When we get there she starts looking through the Dior backstage items. Now Dior backstage makeup and perfumes are mad expensive, so I was just thinking that she probably wasn't gonna ask for anything from there. A couple minutes later she asks if she can get this one perfume that's $100. I tell her that it's quite expensive and if she really wants it she can get the mini one. She side-eyed me and put it away and didn't talk to me for the whole day basically. Now, when her parents come to pick her up she tells them about how I didn't get her that perfume she wanted. Her parents started yelling at me for not buying it for her and saying that she's just a little girl. I yelled at them back saying that I offered to buy her a mini version of it and that she's just too spoiled. They soon left after that and soon word got spread around that I was being rude to Valerie when literally all I did was not buy her an expensive pretty useless perfume. My whole family basically sided with Valerie and her parents. I've been getting texts from my family saying I need to apologize for being so rude. I do not think I was being rude. Instead, this was probably the first time that Valerie has not been said yes to. I'd start asking them if they feel a 12-year-old needs a $100 bottle of perfume, and if they say yes, ask why don't they buy it for her. And then when they don't, tell them they're rude. What a ridiculous notion. Sorry, your family sounds terrible. Tell your family that they were rude to not give you money to spend on her since you babysat. Tell them they need to apologize for being entitled. If you expect Valerie to get whatever she wants when she's with me, you'll either need to give her an allowance or a credit card. It's not my responsibility to buy her stuff and it's not in my budget. If that doesn't work for you, I can't babysit for free. Hey Valerie, I talked to grandma/aunt/uncle, whoever, and they said not buying you the perfume was mean. Since they aren't mean, you should go to them and demand they take you shopping right now. I think you'd look really good if you had your own convertible. Just a little girl? Sounds like just a little gold digger in the making. How in the hell is your whole family deciding you suck for not blowing $100 on perfume for a brat? Can her rich parents not take her back and get it for her? If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.